반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Stop treating Miss Guhana as if she's just a fake daughter. She's the child we thought we lost and couldn't even name. Our first daughter, Yoon Song-ho, who we believe had died at birth, will uncover the secret of Guhana's true birth to Shin Yeo-jin. In 1995, Yoon Song-ho and Shin Yeo-jin were overjoyed at the news they were expecting twins. They had struggled for years to convince true in vitro fertilization. At that time, Shin Yeo-jin lived with Choi Myung-ji, but the situation was quite different. While Shin Yeo-jin and her husband were filled with happiness, Choi Myung-ji, pregnant without a husband, envied their joy and began to feel anger and jealousy. That jealousy grew and was passed down to Yoon Se-young. Choi Myung-ji, consumed by bitterness, wanted Shin Yeo-jin to suffer as she did. So, she teamed up with the doctor and nurse to switch one of Shin Yeo-jin's twins with another child. Shin Yeo-jin and Yoon Song-ho believed only one of the twins, the one they thought was healthy, had survived. They raised the child, Yoon Yoo-jin, with all their love. But the other twin, who was thought to be dead, was actually alive. The tragedy started with Choi Myung-ji's greedy plan. Yoon Song-ho later discovered that the couple who were supposed to be Guhana's real parents were actually victims of Shin Yeo-jin's business schemes. He couldn't believe it and began investigating further. He visited the same hospital where Guhana and Yoo-jin were born and eventually found the doctor who had helped switch the babies. The doctor confessed that both twins had survived. The shock of finding his lost daughter alive and thinking of all the pain she endured was overwhelming for Yoon Song-ho. Guhana had been separated from her twin sister Yoo-jin at the orphanage and was adopted by Go Ji-suk's parents. Now, she was raising Yoo-jin's son Eun-chong unknowingly as his son. Yoon Song-ho wrestled with whether he should reveal this truth to Shin Yeo-jin, who had been so cold to Guhana. Shin Yeo-jin had treated her as a mere fake daughter, giving all her love to Eun-chong and neglecting Guhana. She even ignored the fact that Guhana was her real daughter. How could she face her now? Yoon Song-ho, determined to reveal the truth, took a recorder containing a confession from Choi Myung-ji, which would change everything. When Shin Yeo-jin heard the confession, her face straight of color. The truth hit her heart. Guhana was really their daughter. All the wrongs, all the neglect, and coldness towards her came rushing back in an instant. Shin Yeo-jin collapsed in regret, and Yoon Song-ho held her as she wept. He assured her that it was too late to apologize and seek forgiveness from Hana. In the process, another shocking truth came to light. It was Choi Myung-ji, not Shin Yeo-jin, who was behind the corporate raid that ruined Go Ji-suk's family. This had been a meticulously planned scheme by Choi Myung-ji, using Shin Yeo-jin's company executive to embezzle funds and drive companies into ruin. Guhana was devastated by the truth, realizing that the mother who had treated her so coldly had known her past and still allowed her to suffer. For 30 years, Guhana had struggled through immense hardship, enduring abuse from her first adoptive parents, working as a maid from the age of 7, and losing her second adoptive parents in a tragic accident. She had raised her younger siblings, including Eun-chong, without knowing her true identity. Now, she stood facing a flood of emotions, finally realizing the pain her biological parents had caused by not recognizing her as their daughter.
'Cause you are beautiful.